Times have been tough, no doubt about it. Tough on all of us. But you know what? So be it. The Workers Club. I love the name.
It's the Workers Club. It's me, Wilson, Larry, Gus, and cross my heart and hope to die. This week, I was going to go on and be like, need to prostitute myself here. And, why don't you do the rate and review? Why doesn't somebody rate and review us? Give us some good reviews. And that'll help us out, and we'll read them on air. And then Sudi alerted us that we do have a review, a fresh one. It's bad, though. He didn't like it.
Yeah.
1 star. Do you want to talk about it, or do we just give him no oxygen?
Oh, no. Again, I would bet with my life this is someone I've interacted with on Twitter. And they listened well so that they could insult us better. I mean, they still didn't. Yeah. It's pretty lame. But, yeah, that's what it struck. It struck like a response from my behavior.
Bold for them to assume that we're paying our rent off of this.
Yeah.
God, if only.
Listen, I could be bought. It's open for discussion.
I'll talk WWE up.
Workersclubshow at gmail.com.
Yes. I will. Paul, contact us. We will be Nick Cons. Throw us in with the other media members. We'll mouthpiece it. We'll parrot that stuff. I did look at you when you said, "Oh, it's probably somebody that from Twitter." I looked at the Twitter that Larry handles, the Workers Club Twitter, and I can see why. If you're really into, I believe this person is really into the WWE. This person is either really into the WWE or they're Sean Oliver or who was my other guest? Paul Levesque.
I was considering Brian, possibly.
Brian Gewirtz? Yeah. Oh, wow. Could be that. Okay.
I have Zung Gewirtz. I resisted for the longest time. And then I'm like, fuck it. I don't, because I am kind of afraid of, I probably called him gay in one of them. Which I am not saying, and I don't know that to be true. But then recently I'm just like, fuck it. This guy's, because he's trying to play a heel on Twitter, and it's so lame. He thinks he's Andy Kaufman.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, but a lot of Larry's tweets are like, Paul's a piece of shit. We're reading his book.
Yeah.
Brian Gewirtz is a virgin. Here we go. Click this link. And I'm like, Jesus.
But I feel like they gave us a backhanded compliment. Clearly they have the energy.
I did like that compliment.
Yeah.
They relentlessly dive into the chapters.
Yeah, again, we can be bought. It's a very simple conversation. So
I don't like the idea that there's not enough positivity around the WWE product. I feel like that's pretty much the game now. And if anything, if you, God forbid, we were like, it's a company with a culture of abuse. God forbid we said that.
You're right. This must be a real fucking bootlicker because they refer to the wrestlers as our sworn enemies. There's been no one you've really hated.
Yeah.
We're amused by them. But maybe
Brian's the one we went in on the hardest.
Yes, Brian for sure.
Brian and Sean Oliver I did call dumb.
But not a wrestler. They're talking about wrestlers.
Yes.
So
and
they're just mad we don't take it super seriously. And
we retroactively, I think Nick, we left in a positive place with overall.
This is someone younger than us. That's what I feel.
The rent is due. The rent is too damn high. The musical Rent. Okay. I don't have any. Larry and I were talking off mic that we're two beatable dogs. I don't have anything. I spent my afternoon reading old observers about Paul, and so I didn't write anything. There is no. This is. I'll say this. This is the Workers Club. A podcast. What is it? It's a. We read books, wrestling related books. And then Larry gets real nasty about it on Twitter. He uses that nasty tweet machine. We forget most of what we say, which is probably going to bite us in the ass at some point. But
you got to make a splash to be noticed.
You
do that when you question how much the buffet is in Pittsburgh to Mark Madden. And he retweets you. Or I was talking to Dave Shearer today, asking him what they were serving at the Vegas buffet that he works at.
Did he answer?
He did not.
He's too busy trying to rally the troop against Meltzer. I can't believe that. Think about that. Sitting down and logging on and being like, everyone. Well, that's okay. Here's what's odd. We were just saying, there's almost too much positivity, but nobody wants to cross the WWE or get access taken away or any kind of like possible gig in the future. And it's very in fashion to Sean Ross Sapp does this. Who's the one guy from PW or somebody that was from The Torch or from something just did it with WrestleMania. Dave will say something, and then another reporter will say the exact same thing, but add 2 words. Or so, like with Sean Ross Sapp, he'll be like, "Haven't heard that exactly," but then repeat it and then type it out almost exactly. More, looking into this, and then people go, "I trust Sean Ross Sapp," and who contributed to this too? CM Punk and those FTR boys, because they started saying you can only trust Sapp, Hausman, and they were calling Meltzer fake news, very very disingenuous shit. And then the guy with the wrestling, Dave said, "Hey," he called WWE and said, "I've heard that a couple guys couldn't get press passes for the WrestleMania thing." And then that guy went out and said, "Well, he did not have a press pass. It wasn't a big deal." Okay, Dave, and Dave needs to shut the fuck up about it. And he went off on Dave on Twitter about that wasn't the case, that they forgot about him. I don't know why taking down Dave is such a big W for all these. Dave Shearer spends a lot of time.
Oh, he's gone off the deep end.
It's just Meltzer. What's it? I mean, what's it?
They're gotten to. They're jealous. They're haters. Does Wade Keller still work in the business? I haven't heard his name in forever.
He does. He's very, from my understanding, the one that
was like Tony Schiavone was looking. He got worked by Tony Schiavone, like looking like upset the announcer's desk, and put that out there.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've listened to a few of his reviews, and he is very on the like. Now, if AEW did this, now if WWE did that, like, could they learn anything from WWE and on presentation? Like, what if they just tweaked it a little bit, WWE style? And it's like, brother, why does everything got to be WWE light? Thought we wanted an alternative. What in the world?
Was a single honest question of integrity asked at any of these WrestleMania press conferences?
Man, am I going to burn my last line for this podcast? Do you think Paul's read the lawsuit?
Yeah, I didn't see anything pop up in my radar.
No, it was like, congratulations on WrestleMania being so big.
And the woman who got thrown out for not acknowledging Roman.
Oh,
so it's
that's brutal.
God.
That's the only story brutal. I saw.
And people are clapping and being like, that's cool. That's good.
We're part of the show.
Meanwhile, Vince McMahon's a billionaire for, decades of systematic rape and abuse.
So everyone wave goodbye to half the audience that just stepped out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When the guy
divisive.
First of all,
I'm just kidding.
Why they get off?
When
get off my highfalutin horse there.
When the guy was like 1 star, they're not sucking WWE's dick enough. I was like, good. We were just talking about this a few weeks ago, which was like, who is listening to this? They got to be somewhat like. Generally, people that like AEW are people that are understanding that there's pro wrestling outside of WWE. It even helps to understand it because they're referencing things that happened outside of WWE. So it's going to be a fan that actually watches things. I cannot believe we didn't get a video package for Tama Tonga. I heard that he showed up. I was like, who? What? Yeah. They're writing book reports in the subreddit. See why they should just do that for the AEW guys. You don't know who this person is? Here's a book report. But who's listening to this? They need to know how to read. They need to wrestling.
I want lore about Daniel Garcia's dance and how it powers his character.
Oh man, the Uncle Howdy thing. It's back, baby.
Oh,
it's coming back.
We've got the QR codes. We've got images.
Yeah, that was another one that I spurred off like Saturday morning. I fired off a tweet about Bray, and I checked it again with 35 fucking notifications. You cannot speak ill of that man. He was a legend. We didn't know it.
We have such a small. I don't know who. Such a small audience. It'll only ever be 12 people, I think, because you have to. Not take it so I always see, and we go back to the no hero worship. I don't understand why these people that are just gobbling on these. Come on, we're reading these books. Brett's just a man. He's just a man. Well, he's definitely just these guys are
I know. I wish we knew some Roman dirt just to bring him down a little.
He'll write his book at some point. I'm
sure. Public square. Everyone's welcome to equally share their voice and opinion. So,
look, we just spent.
We're not hard to find.
10 minutes talking about this one bad review. If you send in a good review, we'll talk about that too, and how much you love it when we, I don't know, call everyone stupid. I was laughing listening back, and Larry was like, "Why are you so dumb?" to me because I am dumb.
What was that about? I just listened to.
I was like, by the way, I thought more about that, and I was like,
math
man, I'm
wasn't
dumb.
It?
Well, yeah, and I was like, by the way, we're in the year 2024, and we were talking about the year 2000, and I was like, but what year?
Oh, that's right.
What is 24 years ago? It's 2000 minus 1. But in the moment, I was like, it doesn't make sense. But I was listening to some podcast about something, but I knew more about the topic. And somebody said, "What does that mean?" It was something akin to somebody he put 2 fingers up. What does that mean? And I was going, "Oh my god, come on!" And I cannot listen to 2 idiots talking to each other. And I turned it off. So right there, that's another hurdle we got to face. They're gonna hear me talking about whatever, and it's just not gonna go well.
Well, it's a trio, but now we also need people that are into the meta commentary of us talking about the quirks of the show.
Yes, you have to now. This is lore, somebody that's super into the Workers Club lore. They want to know. They bring up
the first bad review.
Who's
really
Sudi?
a show about the show.
Yes. Other than that, do we have anything else? Any other news from anybody that we've read books about? Kevin Nash is doubling down on his Janelle Grant takes. That's great.
Foley had his concussion update, which in that he's like, 6 years ago I got a concussion from riding a roller coaster.
Ooh.
Boy,
I know that's a tough to turn because he likes amusement parks, and so. But it says, if you have a bunch of health stuff, don't do this. Imagine him being on a wooden roller coaster, getting that head fucking snapped on a corner. Go! coming off all dizzy. Oh
Yep.
man,
Do you think he does
sucks.
like the Mankind 97 selling on the coaster? Ah!
We're going to an amusement park soon as a family,
Where
and
are you
I haven't been
going?
to an amusement park in years. Oh my god! Now we're gonna have people following me.
Where are you going?
Adventureland. It's nearby.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see. I'm a coaster guy.
Adventureland's not too. I haven't been in years and years and years since I was a tiny child. Usually, it's Worlds of Fun is nearby. Maybe a Six Flags somewhere, or a Busch Gardens if I'm down south.
I
Used to,
live by the best theme park in the world,
which one is that?
Cedar Point.
Silver. Oh, Cedar Point. I was gonna say
Yeah.
Silver Dollar. You don't live near Silver Dollar. Uh, uh, but I'm nowhere near as beat up as Mick, and I am nervous about getting on a roller coaster at my age and body and what the miles I have racked up on my body. I'm like, am I going to do one coaster and then be like, get me back to the car?
I've thought about that because I don't think I've gone since I was dating my wife. So 7 years. That's a long. I mean, from 32 to 39 is a big 7 years. So I don't know if I could still handle it.
Hello. Yeah, there's a 70% chance that my wife and I are complaining the rest of the day about one ride.
I mean, I have a sciatic nerve problem where just sitting down hurts. So
I'm gonna see. Hey, are you worried about going on a roller coaster with our age and mileage? I act like we're 80. Might get a headache, like you did when you were a teenager on roller coasters. You get a headache. My head might fall off. That's what I'm worried about. Gosh,
no,
and then
there's some cool coasters here.
I'm just neurotic about the people, and oh shit, I'm being like, I'm a high horse and whatever again. Come at me.
No.
I worry about the people that operate the coaster, and just I start thinking about how much are they getting paid, what their day is like. Do we have a contract in place?
No, I've been to some shady carnivals.
See, my musician friends would work at Cedar Point, like in like the show. How a theme park has like music reviews and stuff.
Do they have like benefits?
And like all the ride ops were like European teenagers, just like in the country just to work at Cedar Point.
Wow.
So that's who's in charge.
I do have one coaster story. Maybe it'll pop you like it pops. My father loves this story. He's down in NXT territory, near there at least. And so for a long time, when we do spring training every year, and we'd also hit up Universal Studios or Islands, the parks down there.
Yeah,
all the time. And this one time, so I was with the person I was dating with at the time, and we're standing in line for I believe it was the Hulk roller coaster, which is just a coaster that shoots forward and then shoots the same way backwards. And there's a tall man. He looks of some maybe Portuguese, perhaps. He's got a little flat cat, a little ball cap. He's got a big old Mario mustache.
Jockstrap.
He's dressed. He's dadding out, but he's a big guy, tall guy. And there's a portly young gentleman, possibly 8 max. Now I'm trying to remember his name. My dad, if he's listening, would be screaming.
You have overalls on?
No, but he's screaming. He does not want to be on this ride. And the dad's not helping. He's going, this is not his name. It wasn't Maxwell. Marcel? Max? Give me your glasses! Give me your glasses! He keeps shouting at his kid as they're getting seated and buckled in. Give me your glasses, Maxwell! Give me your glasses! And the kid is like, no.
Holy shit.
And then, of course, like he takes the glasses off, and then that's another octave higher, because now he can't see. And then as the thing comes down over the shoulders and like clinks in, that's another octave. The kid's going, and then like he is traumatizing this. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I cannot remember this name. It's so funny, the name. It's not Maxwell. It was like Marceau or something like that. This is gonna drive me nuts. So anyway, it starts going like clink, clink, clink before it shoots, and then it gets stuck. And now the kid is like, this is all his worst fears. He's absolutely in a full blown panic. And of course, once the guy kind of walks up the thing a little bit, and he's like, "Try it again." You know, they back it back up, they back it back up, and then they go again, and then it shoots. And of course, you know, once it shoots, the kid's just like, it's just terror. And then when it comes back, he gets out. And he goes, and the kid is like that thing where it's like, hey, the dad's like, hey, that was very brave of you. Good job. And the kid's just like, get my glasses back, please. Kid.
What's the right parenting move there, though? Is it to let the kid bail, or is it to...
I don't know if I would have forced him to go down the ride.
Yeah. Listen, I got forced. I used to be afraid. Yeah. I used to be afraid of roller coasters, but my fucking sister, who's 6 years older than me, took me when I was like 10 or 11 maybe. They fucking carried me onto it. It traumatized me, but then I loved roller coasters.
See,
I'll take the roller coaster love.
I haven't ridden a roller coaster because I always got to bail.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm literally texting people. What was the roller coaster kid's name? And of course, it just also, you know, it's hard to visualize, but he was that perfect kid, not like a bowl cut, but, you know, just a little, you know, chubby, you know, the shorts hiked up.
Why are we talking about this?
Roller coaster. That's it. It was a roller coaster thing I've been on. I mean, I could tell a really off-topic story where my
no, I just couldn't remember how we got to...
He's like, no. A guy was trying to work an ATM, and his wife was like badgering him while he was working the ATM. And then she went, $300? We don't want $300. And he turns to his wife and just screams right in her face, I just want some fucking money.
What? See, now if I would have waited, now that was the wrong parenting move.
We were in the hotel room. My dad burst in and was like, I just saw the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy lost it on his wife who was nagging at him.
That must have been a big W for your dad that day, honestly. Like, just like,
to see that?
I'm not that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his kids were chilling in the hotel room, just, you know, eating, hanging out.
You gotta go potty, Mr. Peanut Butter?
Yes, dear.
All right, do the walk and talk.
Well, say that again? It's in the bag. You know, by the chair in the living room.
So, do we have an intro this week?
No intro.
Okay,
you guys are on another level right now. You guys are all just drugged up, aren't you? Just fucking cloud nine, you guys.
Yeah,
I'm even feel your feet?
Jamming.
I'm out here on Earth with my brown water.
Hope you like jamming.
It's the Workers Club where two guys are up and one guy is down.
That's what I thought was weird about my movie podcast review, where it said 3 stoners, whatever. And I'm like, hey, only one of those 3 is stoned.
Yeah, the other guys are like stone cold sober, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Which I think
like stone cold sober or like stone cold.
I think if there's
former.
anybody I'd recommend to get back on the train, it's Nate.
No.
Yes. I think it would be a mass improvement. For at least when I listen to it. And I'm a regular listener. Are we ready for chapter 12?
Let me find out where we're at here. You know,
it's training the back and the rear deltoids.
Yeah, okay.
That's chapter 12.
Rear dork troid.
Just real quick, but I mean, you made it sound like there wasn't much left, and there's not.
No.
But there's a lot in what he said. He's got some fucking receipts.
I would say of this section of
Yeah,
this final
not bad.
jaunt, if we get through it all, I did
Yeah.
underline the most.
It's the most
And
revealing, yeah.
I was scribbling away. Yeah, we just left off. He's torn his quad. Right, it's rolled right up his damn leg, and now he's got a picture of himself there, and his back looks completely normal as he flexes it. And it's chapter 12, training the back and rear deltoids. And, back exercise number 1, wide grip pull down. Number 2, barbell bent over row. Number 3, dumbbell row. I don't know why I told myself to read this, so I will. I do not remember why I made little marks on this. Another exercise that really works your upper back. The difference between the barbell and dumbbell rows is that by working each arm independently of the other, the dumbbells allow for better muscle contraction. If I'm more in the mood for cable work, I do seated cable rows instead of using the dumbbells.
You guys ever get in the mood for table work?
Yeah, cable. I think that's probably why. If I'm more in the mood for cable work.
Oh, I thought you said table.
No. It has the same effect on your muscles. Thank you. Number 4, close grip pull down. Number 5, hyperextension. I did underline this. Hyperextensions are a great way to chisel the spinal erectors in your back. They were cool.
It's the workers' club. They have the energy.
Yes. And then, of course, for detailed instructions on the exercises in this chapter, see color pages 20 through 27. Oh, wait. Partial deadlift.
This
rear
where he
deltoid,
addresses
rear
his lack
deltoid.
of ass.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm not Jennifer Lopez. I'm not looking to build up a gigantic ass, which that's out the window now with today's modern wrestling. Everybody wants a big old ass.
Has he put out an updated version of his workout?
We could do. I'll do some research.
Should we do that before we get into? Should we look at his DVD for one episode with LA Knight in the background? That was a big thing. Yeah, he has a workout DVD. Stephanie has a workout DVD, and he has a workout DVD. And a while back, people were like, "Hey, look!" When they had got extras to be in it. One of the extras is LA Knight.
I've got the Stephanie one sitting on my desk. I still have to.
Maybe we do both. Just kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Now we get the picture
Matt
that
Jones
we
and
talked
for the
about.
Kern Chronicles.
I'm fine with it. I haven't ordered it yet. Just in case there was a swerve and we go somewhere, we decide to do something different. I saw that CM Punk actually wrote the foreword, so that's exciting.
Good.
I'm sure it will start with back when men were men. I'm like fondling my book right now. I'm petting this Triple H book. So we're all very good right now. Dr. Andrews, here we go. Chapter 13, The Long Journey Back. Dr. Andrews didn't have to look at his MRI to know that he torn his quad. He just was touching his leg.
That's how fucking good he is.
Yeah. And yes, I did look up Dr. James Andrews to make sure I knew how he sounded so that I could.
How does he
sound? Oh yeah, come on, partner. Yeah, we can do that for you. Come on over here. Sit over here. I'd probably add a little flair to it, but
Cajun man.
Yeah, he's definitely from his area. Put that leg. Give me that. Let me touch that leg.
Let me toss that leg.
That lump is that's the quad. It rolled up.
They've got the energy.
The medical explanation was a tear, the vastus intermedius. These are like Gorilla Monsoon terms. Dr. Andrews said he believed I'd be out for about 6 months. Then they were like, oh man, this is bad. Maybe it's going to be a year. Later, Dr. Andrews explained that he doubted that Triple H would ever be back. Coming back in a year would be amazing. He expected my professional wrestling career was over. By the way, reading back, Dave is all in on the like. This is an amazing, amazing feat. Da 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 da. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying like that. But also, then Dave was like, "Well, I mean, he moved down there. That's all he was doing was rehab." He kind of made it like, "Well, yeah, if he did that, yeah." To be told that he was having his career finished wasn't an emotional thing. A sports magazine, just who knows, could be Sports Illustrated, could be
ESPN magazine.
Yeah, it could be any number. Called Dr. Andrews. They wanted to know about quad tears, and athletes that had come back after receiving a full repair, full quad repair. Dr. Andrews says, "Let me go get back to you now, okay?" And he looks through all his notes, and he's like, "Oh my God, no one has." He couldn't find any. So then Dr. James goes to Triple H and goes, "You're going to be my first guy on this, so don't screw it up. You're an example." So Triple H is thinking, he's like, kind of like, "Whoa, you mean no one's ever been the same after this surgery, you know, from this kind of tear, this full quad rolling up the leg? No one's ever, like, I might be the first person to actually go back functional." So they have the surgery. He's got that on his mind. They have a conversation with Dr. Andrews. "Kevin Wilk is the best rehab guy in the world. So great, I'll stay here then." "Stay here? What do you mean? The whole time?" "Yeah, I'll just stay here in Birmingham for as long as I need." "Is that an option? Can I do all my rehab here?" "Yes, if you'd like to." This is all quotes. This is a conversation. He just wants to get back to wrestling, even if that means living in Birmingham for the next 10 months. Then he goes on about the rehab facility.
I don't know. Why is that so novel? No one ever fucking thought, like, he makes it seem like he's the...
Well, he goes into it about the athletes down there.
I know.
He lets loose.
What a bootlicker. I mean, come on.
So, he really is, like, you read this and it's like, you can see why he thinks the way he does, even though he supposedly, like Dave, has a mind where he, like, loves all wrestling.
I could see him being real into Ayn Rand.
Atlas shrugged.
Yeah.
He's looking at it, he's going...
He's Howard Rourke. He's the self-made man.
I was going to say, he's looking at the cover and going, "I could be that guy holding the globe. That's strong." Who's that guy in the book? So Kevin Wilk, he shouts him out. Top physical therapist. He's working. Vince sends down a ring so they can watch him work, and then they can figure out a game plan as he bumps and what have you, and be like, "Okay, you can't really get off the mat, so we need to have you be able to push up off the mat." But he goes back to, he's tying this back together. "My background in bodybuilding helped me out." It was about setting goals. He wasn't like, "Oh no, this is too much." He's like, goals, little goals. And here they are. I made a list, he says. "Get the epidural out of my back." Well, that's an easy goal because that's not even like on hand. That's just, the doctors will do that. They won't leave it in.
That's starting at the finish line.
Get out of the hospital. Again, easy goal for him. You just got to get time. Wiggle my foot. Okay, that's him.
Wiggle my big toe.
Get out of the wheelchair and up on crutches. This guy's fucking lost. Locke from Lost. Larry doesn't know that because I've been trying to talk about him. Gus, did you watch Lost?
No, we've got years of content on, like, catching me up.
Oh, no. Yeah, Gus hasn't seen Sopranos. He hasn't seen Lost. My God, what have you seen?
Not much.
Degrassi High.
Some seasons, yes.
I knew. Why did I?
I've got the personality of a man who watched Degrassi High.
Get rid of one crutch. I think he means China. Got him. Walk with just a brace. Walk without the help of a brace. Walk without a limp. So the hardest threshold to cross when exercising within rehab is moving your leg far enough to break up the scar tissue. You gotta break up the scar tissue. And he says that hurts.
The Ace of Spades.
And there's a lot of pictures of him doing like grimacing while he's moving his leg to underline this. So they give you a number, like we want you to move your leg to 15 to 16 to 17, range of movement. And he's like, every day my goal is to move that number up. And then he finds out sometimes they're like, yeah, got the number. Okay, bye, go home. Because they just were like, okay, it's over, stop it. My history with bodybuilding served as an internal alarm clock that kicked my ass out of bed every morning. So he's got that in. I'm like, gotta get up, gotta go work out. But now it's gotta go to rehab.
Do you think that shit actually helps?
I mean, people talk about, it's kind of almost like, it reminds me when people talk about being in the service and they say they have an internal clock that they just, now it's just part of their life of like getting up, making my bed,
like, I'm
routine
envious of people that can operate like that in a way. Like, I feel like I've got too much free will sometimes.
The routine thing, I definitely bristle at routine. I do not like to wake up at the same time every morning. I don't like to, I don't know, even like cooking. I don't like making, I try to kind of keep it standard so it's like easier to shop, but I don't like cooking the same stuff all the time. I need to change it up. I get really anxious about that. Like, wow, as much as I talk about chicken and rice, I do like, boy, what's different ways I can do this? I don't know, routine and me.
Yeah, like,
bristle. I don't like it.
It'd be kind of nice in some way to be like free from those stressors. But is there like an inherent beauty in being able to also...
Marcus. Sorry.
What's up?
The kid's name was Marcus.
Oh.
Thank you. Marcus! Give me your glasses! Marcus! Yes.
Sorry, my shoot name.
Oh,
fuck, sorry.
like, no. But yes, routine. Larry, do you bristle with routine? I mean, Gus and I are now on record.
I'm a slob. I don't have any routine. I mean, I do, but not rigid.
Well, it's like when I was talking about when I was as deep as I was ever going to get with working out and what have you. It would often get thrown off the rails by like, of course, let's all wander over down to the bar. Of course. Like, I don't want to get tied. Like, no, I got to go down there. I have to. It's like, I mean, I don't know. What's the drive on that? I guess to look, maybe we just look so goddamn good. We don't even need, like, okay, what are we doing this for? Like, Paul's like, it's going to help with the ladies. I don't need no help with the ladies, Paul. Yeah, I'm good, brother. So, here's his exact schedule, as he said, his routine for the 9 months, and that was when he was in Alabama. He wrote all this down. This is in the book. Bullet points. Get to rehab at 9 a.m. and stay there until 6 p.m., annoying everyone. Go back to the hotel for a protein shake. Have the hotel shuttle bus driver drop me. He's not even got a car.
I'm in
getting on the shuttle.
Utilize the
free
he'd
be like, well, how am I supposed to drive my legs all? I'm sure he's like, how am I supposed to drive with my legs all fucked up? You don't have somebody there. You said Stephanie was down there. Get somebody. Find somebody from be like Alan Partridge. Find like some lackey at the hotel to become your like little. That's a movie right there. Triple H recovering for 9 months. It's like an independent picture. his bodybuilder freak
and the
recovering. He's got a
relationship with
little
his,
lackey from the
minder.
yeah, little lackey from the hotel that's like looking up to him.
He can
That's
befriend
cinema.
someone else recovering from a different injury.
Yes.
But the biggest injury that they both have are their hearts.
Yeah. They help each other heal. Head to the hotel showcase. Oh, my fucking dog. Now both my wife and him are going Ash. He heard maybe a crinkle. That's what you get for a Lhasa. You get a Lhasa. They're guard dogs. Have the hotel shuttle bus. That's loud. That's loud. All right, we got it. Hey, you're next. That's right. Okay, have the hotel shuttle bus driver drop me off at the gym down the road. Stay there until around 9 p.m. So he has the protein shake. That doesn't take 8, 7. How long has he been? 8.
And these are these are his goals for the day, correct?
This is his
routine. His goal is just like wiggle my toe. Go back to the hotel. These are bullet points that he wrote in his book that was sold across the country. The next bullet point is eat dinner. This is my routine. I have to do everything everybody else on this planet is doing.
Who is reading this and like nodding along and like, mm-hmm.
Talk on the phone or watch TV.
It's good to keep your options open.
What about
yourself some flexibility?
You think he ever was talking on the phone and watching TV at the same time, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he like marked it off.
He fucking solving the puzzle and wheel.
Yeah, he journaled it. Did both.
He's the cerebral assassin.
Go to sleep. CM Punk underlined that one. So he's got that down for his routine to go to bed. All right. So he's talking about like, oh, I took it easy on the weekends, this and that, I'm always at the rehab facility, and then out of nowhere, he goes, I don't see this story like I'm bragging. Pushing my body to the limit to get back to wrestling was never something I contemplated. I certainly never thought I was doing anything heroic or going through this big deal that other people wouldn't do. And I was like, bro, no one has said anything. What are he's like?
He's the guy who asked where he took the lighter schedule.
He's stretching out his leg and going, I don't know, am I a hero? I don't. Who knows? Who knows?
Do like a whole video package for him when he came back, like basically calling him like,
yeah. This is the greatest comeback in history of sports. All I knew was that I had to work my ass off to get back to the thing I loved. So now he goes into the athlete thing. But I know that not every athlete shares this passion. While I was down there, I'd watch NFL guys come in and out. He doesn't know their names. I promise you.
Well, he told us that earlier in the book.
They're just NFL guys, half-assing their workouts or just not show up in the afternoon. That infuriated me.
Oh my God.
There was this other guy down there, someone named one of the NBA's 50 greatest players a few years ago. Okay, so 2004, right? This is when this was published, 2004?
Yep, 2001.
2001, greatest NBA. 50.
Top 50, though.
50 greatest NBA players.
And he says a few years ago, so the list would have been from like 02.
Let's go to top 50 NBA player, 01, 02, yeah. Is it Shaq?
No, he would say top 10 or... So I'm thinking it's got to be like...
Is it Kobe Bryant? Wait, okay, hold on. You know what you do?
Then you got to see if they
2004 NBA orthopedic injury.
We've got the...
Well, no, that's not what the injury was. The injury was 2001.
He's in... Well, no, in 2001 he was named one of the top 50 a few years prior he'd been named, but he's in out. Oh wait, what year is he?
Who was that guy in the
2002?
Nets? Jason Kidd.
Okay, so 2001. Okay, 2001. I literally was going to just type in 2004.
Oh, you're
NBA
right.
injury.
You could look at it that way, the way you're saying it.
Yeah, but so yeah, when is he in this? He's in. Is it 2001 that he's in here?
Right. It's not really clear if he's talking about it.
Did Paul see the towers fall in Birmingham? Wait, what's the timeline of this?
Where was Paul? On September 11th. Was he at that SmackDown, the one after they came back? Was that in Birmingham?
No, that was Houston or something.
Thermite doesn't melt steel beams.
That was Houston. Yeah, he would have been in Birmingham.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, talk about that in your book. Paul is sitting in the hotel
Right.
being like, he goes to the rehab and they're like, bro, we're not doing rehab today. Like,
But
did
at
you see
least
the
like
news?
kayfabe,
Oh, yes,
like
I
saying
am.
like, you know, when you saw those towers
Yeah,
fell, like
yes,
Team
I am.
America, like picking itself back up, gave you the inspiration that you needed to push through
Yeah.
and do what no one else has been able to do. Like, just go fucking all in.
Everybody's watching the news, but in the back you just see Paul moving his leg like a quarter inch. Like, "Ah! Ah!"
Wiggle my big toe.
Man, now I want to know this player. I was going to read every single player on this list. Let's
I'm
just
picking
say
Jason
it's Jason Kidd, number 3. I'm picking. Oh, I thought I saw Rashid Wallace. No, didn't see him. Where is he? Let's just say it's Michael Jordan, number 29.
No, he would go.
and he doesn't know who he is. Can you
God,
believe this guy? Colin, look up who had an injury that year that was a good player. Okay.
People have to be screaming right now.
So he's pissed off. He's watching this guy. I saw him in there one day, and they couldn't get him to stop reading the newspaper. The people of the rehab staff were going, "Sir, please stop reading it." Maybe it was 9/11 or 9/12, and he was
Yeah,
like, "This is
like-
important. I need facts." You ever think about that, Paul? They practically had to beg him. Here's a guy making millions of dollars to play a game, and he can't even be bothered to stop reading the newspaper. I never understood
Allen
that attitude.
Iverson.
I
Yeah.
was just. Wait, does he say that?
No.
Okay.
He was injured in 2001.
That's what I just looked up too.
Yep.
I think that's who
It's
he's-
got to be it.
Oh,
That-
and
yep.
Paul's looking.
Paul does
Who's
not have
this little
courage.
guy?
No, he
Yeah.
knows. He just doesn't have the courage to call him out by name.
Okay, let me go. Allen Iverson.
That's it. I stand by that.
Yep.
No, I came across
Birmingham.
it as soon as you said it, so.
Or I'm gonna type in Allen Iverson, James Andrew.
Oh, everyone
then
goes to Andrews.
Oh
Yeah.
no! When you look up James Andrew, one of the YouTubers was like, "Is he the most important man in sports?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping for like maybe a video where he's talking with James Andrew and you see like Triple H in the background. It's just glaring at him.
Who do you think Triple H's favorite baseball commissioner was?
I don't think he watches baseball.
You don't
Wasn't
think
he a pitcher, or he played little
He
league? or
played
something?
basketball, I think,
Oh,
and track. Did he say track?
I don't think he can understand or appreciate the complexities of baseball.
I know that Triple H.
he's the cerebral assassin. That's
I know.
the human game of chess.
I know that Triple H doesn't understand unions and why this guy is making money that he does,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What? This guy is just playing a game. He's making millions, and he just does whatever he wants." Oh,
He took the easy schedule.
I don't give a shit if I had the biggest year of all time, or won $500 million in the lottery and never had to work again. I'd still do this. I just love it. It never seemed like I was making a sacrifice. Okay, we got it. You weren't also. Dave Meltzer literally writes, well, he had no responsibilities. He could just move there.
Right.
He's getting paid. Like, Yes, okay.
It's literally his job.
Why
to,
is he living at the hotel? You can't find like a place for like 10 months, a year?
There's not like a regional facility that's like just as good. Like
Is he like staying at like a long-term suite, one of those things, long stay?
he's like one of the like the Rocky
Yeah.
things where they got him like hooked up to all the sensors and he's like running in a tank and like there's like, you know, robotic overlays and
No, I
cinema.
just picture it. The reality of just Paul laying on his hotel floor with a rubber band around his knee,
Yeah.
and that's all it really is. With maybe some AC/DC on the radio.
He's going every morning. He's asking the front desk if they've got like granola bars for his. Like, do you have like? I see you have cereal, yes, but I can't eat that cereal. Do you have something? I need protein.
Just
He's probably
sausage.
grabbing like the butter
Yes,
packets
yes,
from
yes.
the waffle bar
The
and just
guy,
sucking the
Yeah.
butter right out of the little guys.
the guy
Just
behind
sucking
Paul
butter.
at the sausage thing is always like, this fucking guy again. He fucking loads up his plate. Now I gotta wait for him to get reloaded. God damn it.
There's a fish fry at Easter, and that's just a whole fucking thing. And
So he brings up Steph. He's like, by the way, Steph was there, the most important person to me. I'll get into our relationship later, but by this time, life had imitated art as we were truly in love. Okay. My injury couldn't have happened at a worse time as it related to our developing romance. We just started to get serious. Now I was moving down to Birmingham, away from her for almost a year. And she slept in my hospital room. She visited. She's cheering him on rehab. At the end of 2001, I was ready to make my return. So he did. He saw the towers fall in Birmingham. That's fun.
I want to hear about that.
I bet you could blow his mind by being like, I know exactly where you were 9/11, Birmingham.
Yeah, I just
think
think
it's all
I bet he-
like what?
Yeah, he'd be like, whoa.
I think he's just one of those singularly focused people who doesn't follow. You know what I
He
mean?
doesn't
Think
even
he
know. He doesn't
no-sold
know.
9/11?
He doesn't know that 9/11's even happened.
Like,
No,
it's a
there's
thing,
no-
but you know, I wasn't really paying attention. I don't know.
People are
That's-
like, those towers fell, and he's like, what towers? He's that confused.
I lifted my leg 12 times today.
that's
It
how
can't be bigger than that.
he knows. Yeah. He's like, okay, so there were buildings there, but did you know that I had full range of motion on that day?
I'm not saying I'm a martyr.
I know. I'm not saying I'm a hero, by the way.
But
On 9/11, he's going up to people and be like, I'm not saying I'm a hero. Hello? Why are you guys looking at the TV? I'm not saying I'm a hero, but I've just wiggled my toes. Okay, I'll go back over on the table. That weekend, okay, so he's working these shows, these house shows, the weekend leading up to Raw for his return to Madison Square Garden. That weekend, we did unbelievable business at the house shows because of how well they advertised I'd be there. We sold out the buildings at a time when we weren't really doing any sellouts. What? What? This
was
is 2001. This is the best business year they've ever had.
It's down already though.
No, 2001. Dave will tell you, 2001 was
No,
actually
but-
the biggest year.
It was,
Business-wise.
but the end of the year was sagging. It was going
But
down.
you know what he's saying. We set an all-time record in Springfield for the building and for us. Which then I looked it up, and he's wrong. He's lying. You know what did the better attendance the year prior? Chris Jericho versus Kurt Angle in the main event.
is there like some bullshit qualifier?
I think he's just saying it because it bothers him that Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle drew a better house than he did, and he was returning. And they were, and also, by the way, they're in the main event with him on these shows. It's tags. And he's out there on these house shows going, by the way, this is what he's saying at the house shows. You guys, I took all this time to heal my knee, but you guys tonight, You've healed my heart. And he's always bagging on people for being like marks and being like maudlin about things. That's the whole click thing, isn't it? The click thing is to be like, look, you showed emotion. You're gay. Now when we do it, it's fine because it's not genuine. Got it? We're clear on this? I've lost my smile. It's not real. That's fine. You care about this stuff? Gay. Got it? We're all good.
I'm glad you're coming around.
I like coming around. I just like what's funny is that apparently I can always think about who these guys have problems with, in the books that we read. Who does this guy have a problem with? And they're always very similar. Like when you look at them at the end of the day, so it's like, so I'm often reading about Punk because Punk and Paul did not get along. And now Punk is out there going, I'm here to make money, not front. Da, da, da. It's like, well, you guys sound exactly the same. What's the big deal?
Show business, not show friends.
I'm trying to run a company here.
Again, that target was very poorly managed.
I like this sentence. Right up until, so he's in Madison Square Garden. Right up until my music hit, I was shitting my pants. And right here, I have a sentence underlined that explains exactly why Vince sees him as the way he does in this book, or at least how we've it's Brian Gewertz's book, what we've gathered. When my music hit, the building absolutely exploded. I gave Vince a look that if it could talk would have said, holy shit, I can't believe this. So he's looking at Vince like, whoa, they love me. They like me. What the fuck? And Vince is just like, this guy's dating my daughter. Whoa, do you hear that?
I was so jazzed up. He says,
Like, I was so jazzed up through the whole performance. It's like, okay, you ever seen Austin behind the scenes stuff? He just walks out. He's like, "This is it. I'm in it. I'm locked in." Yeah, Steve Austin never looked at Vince and was like, oh, "Me? For me? Go what?"
Say good for Steve for like holding out for like knowing what his worth is and not just taking the like cheap, easy like nostalgia.
Steve cares.
He does. Respect.
I did chuckle when I read. Apparently, Kevin Nash said, Steve Austin texted him, "Are you in Philadelphia?" He said, "No, I'm not." And Steve Austin wrote back something like, "LOL, I think it's just us. Just we're like the only ones not there."
Yeah.
I like that. Whoops. Hey. But now look, the mutants have. The Undertaker was it was supposed to be him.
Well, it made sense because Roman and the Street.
He is. Well, no. The line now is that the Undertaker is the gatekeeper of WWE.
Who's the
And
keymaster?
He was tired. He was watching. It was the keymaster. I don't know. Sonny. And he was watching from his suite, and he was tired of the shenanigans, and he was like, "This ends now." He was like Gandalf. I noticed here that he says the reaction was mind-boggling, and I was like, "That's a Paulism." He's written that before in the book, or like he said. And then I was trying to. All you got to do is picture Paul now at a press conference saying it, and he'd be like, "The business is it's mind-boggling right now." And it's like, yeah, that is. He says mind-boggling. There are things he says.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting over like the next like couple of years or whatever is like seeing more of his like vernacular like starting to like creep in. Now that he is like we're in the Paul Levesque era, like what are his weird like idiosyncrasies?
Johnny Gargano is talking to Ciampa, and he's like, "The fact that you turned on me is mind-boggling." Like,
right.
There you go.
Notwithstanding.
So then it goes, the sentence is, "It was," we're on page 165, and then, because this book is a pile of dog shit, It moves into it still says page 1. We've talked about this. And now it's all those exercises pages that they've been talking about. Who put this book together? What sloppy shop made this book? This is fucking stupid. And it's just like derp face. It's every photo is a derp. It's just derp. Day 1.
That's the picture.
He's tan. He's flexing. He's grinning. I like this one because he looks so satisfied. But I wish he would have made that face. Is it on page 7 or is it on page 170? I don't know anymore. I'm just flipping through. Yeah, let's go here. I mark them down. Page 14/whatever. He's wearing a flannel out of nowhere. Why? What the fuck? Every other picture has no. Why is he wearing a flannel in that one?
That must have been a rib with Regal.
Back, biceps, and legs. I guess he's like, I don't know. This one looks like he's taking a shit when he's doing the squat.
Okay.
Hey, Vince.
This one looks like he's receiving. That one there on page 18. Let's see what else we got here in these photos as we go along. Oh, this one. Oh, this is a weird one because they ask him to like look behind him as he's doing it, and he's kind of like got a on page 21. It's kind of weird. The more dirt faces.
There's definitely like some person in America that had like a sexual awakening.
Oh yeah.
God bless you.
Trying to think of who the biggest Triple H fans are in the company.
Well, remember Patterson, right?
Why wasn't he Patterson?
Or no. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Barnett. Remember Barnett liked him.
Yeah, but why wasn't he Patterson's type?
Oh, he might have been.
Well, he always talks about there were people in the company that were against my push.
Yeah, we'll get to that. There's some interesting lines.
Oh, his mouth always just waiting for hot dogs. That's another one. That's a good one that I marked down.
This means nothing to the people listening.
I know. Well, just buy the book
It's
and then
okay.
just flip through these pages. Yeah, there's another one. I bet if you just Google Triple H,
This
poses
fucking
or
hair
something.
is so awful.
No, dude, it's weird. It's like slicked back, but it's spray. It's spray. It's not gel or anything. It's sprayed. This one, I laugh because it looks like he's like suspicious. Like, huh? That one, he's like concerned about what's going on. 44.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. No, I almost killed Larry. Yes. And then finally we get back after 48 new pages, randomly numbered. We get back to 167.
And he's
It's
crying.
such an amazing rush. Yeah. I was out of sight. I lost it. I was bawling. Certainly not out of sadness. And then he thanks all the fans. And then we immediately get this, and I wrote, no. His veiny quads. Training your legs.
He's got legs.
Is that really it? That is a very short chapter. It's 2 pages. Leg extension, leg press, hack squat, lying leg curl, stiff-legged deadlift, standing calf raise, seated calf raise. Okay. Chapter 15. My career
Can we pause before we get into this?
Yeah. That's last.
Oh, really? Okay.
My career gets going again. He's like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy at this point. I was the guy you cheered for, but didn't quite trust. Fans weren't buying into this new attitude. He goes, within a few months, I was world champion again. He won the title in 2002 at WrestleMania X8. There we go. So here we go. Are you ready for this? Paul's about to go off.
Yeah.
Then a curious decision was made. That is the alert, the curious decision alert sound.
No, that's my low glucose. Let's do, guys.
Because of I like the curious. This guy knows who makes the decisions, and he's like curious. Because of one night in Montreal, you mean WrestleMania? Because of one night in Montreal. Well,
no, that was the SmackDown or the Raw after, right?
So he thinks it's that one. He thinks it's because of that night.
Yeah.
I always kind of took like, yeah, he was cheered, but it was really WrestleMania where then it was like, oh shit, we need to do something.
There's gotta be a Triple H erotica called One Night in Montreal.
Where he tries to inform Brett. But he never gets the information out.
When I was trying to find pictures of his family, and I know that sounds bad.
That phrase I say it's so bad.
Just doing research.
Trying to find
He's not wrong. There are a ton of fucking Levesques and Ulays in New Hampshire. Shitload of French names.
Just down the road.
That's like I've never come across a Levesque in my life, so
yeah.
I guess it must be like a really.
He's done them all proud.
But I've never really spent time in that part of the.
I know. I need to get up to New Hampshire and just start shouting Levesque. See who wanders out of their home. Yeah.
Fish on
Because of one night in Montreal, Canada, where Hulk Hogan was cheered like a god, The Office decided. I was like, The Office, Vince. The Office. It was Vince. Decided to take the title off of me and put it on him. This was a decision pushed by certain people inside the business. Yeah, Vince. Not to sound bitter about the whole ordeal, but it was led by people who believed that the only reason I was in this spot in the first place was because of my personal relationship with Steph.
Do you think that's
the boss's daughter?
Think that's Gewurz?
Maybe Gewurz. Maybe Bruce.
Yeah.
Which now that's all water under the bridge.
Who else would want to back Hulk?
Because you know when he goes, I'm gonna flash forward here a little bit to his thank yous.
Listen,
he thanks. Let's think about this. He thanks.
Why doesn't he talk about how fucking cold his match was at 18? He skips right over that.
Right, guys are seeing smaller paychecks.
Yeah.
Food's being taken off plates.
He thanks Patterson, Lanza, Briscoe, Kevin Dunn even. Why is Bruce not in there?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, too, they're a publicly traded company, so anybody who's got shares, is seeing their wealth completely, contract.
So these people who were against my being champion convinced some others that we needed to go in a different directions. There were a few people who were fighting it and who knew it was the worst thing we could have done. As for me, there wasn't much I could say. The fact is, my return sparked business. I'm not being arrogant, but these are the facts. Just the facts, ma'am.
So what if you're a non-wrestling person and you're like, I want to know about Paul Levesque's, workout? What does the phrase "spark the business" mean to you?
That's true.
He lit it on fire. Oh, it gets bad here. There's a few pages in where I was like, who's talking? I want to know. I want names on who's talking to him, who's gassing him up. At the time the decision was made, house show numbers were up since my return. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? The year before in Springfield, they did more. They did 7,000 plus. TV ratings were up since my return. I looked into all those MSG shows that he was on, those Raws. It's always 3.9, 3.6.
Yeah.
And then it does turn as you go through from 2002 to 2005. It begins like his segment lost viewers, but he was in the overrun where the Batista's there, Jim Ross. It's always attributed to something like, yes, the main event did pick up viewers. Kane unmasked himself. And Dave's lamenting, they should have done that on a pay-per-view.
Hulk's got to take those summers though, man. No NFL competition.
Yep.
He knows how to work the game.
Yeah.
Everything was up since I returned, and that all reversed when they switched the title over to Hogan. The only way to come out of it was to turn me back into a heel and let me get back to doing what I was best at.
What is that?
I don't know. Walking around with a sledgehammer, grimacing.
Yeah.
When I dropped the title to Hogan and shook his hand and all that. Shook his hand and all that.
Which is... Remember I found that interview? I'm pretty sure I shared it with you. Of an interview he did the night of the show, where he talked about what an honor it was to be working with one of the greatest of all time, and we tore the house down, and he couldn't be more proud of the match.
Oh, what's going on?
So he's completely changing his story.
I'm gonna make sure I'm okay now. Hold on. Yeah, no, of course.
Part of your job was to like put into the public record these like narratives about like the false and the positive and the layers of reality.
I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, even
the Steve Jobs, what was his little thing he called the reality distortion field?
Yes. It's whatever.
Everything's kayfabe.
Whatever their current existence is, it's just like, well, what does it matter how I felt before? CM Punk was on Ariel Helwani going, yes, it clearly still bothers him that they fired him. They sent the papers on his wedding day. He's just like, yeah, I'm here now. Yes, this is whatever gets you through the day, Paul, he even earlier he was like, I liked that they punished me. I liked it. It was good that they punished me. There's a lot. I mean,
no, who said that?
Paul said that. Paul said he liked that he got punished.
Oh,
yeah, it was good for his career.
Yeah.
He learned.
That's how in the system he is. Yeah.
Well, it's just. I mean, all those. There's guys that are just like so in it, like it's just, and this fella here that reviewed us wants us to prop these people up with these loose morals and wibbly wobbly principles. He wants us to lift them up to the heavens and go, "This is how to live."
I mean, what positives have we missed? What should we be highlighting? Let's say a nice thing. Can we do that?
Yeah, every time that Vince gives him
camera
a
work
shit,
is amazing.
Yes.
Did you see the tracking shot of Jey Uso?
Yeah, they followed him out.
It's amazing. No one's ever done that before.
I can't believe it. We're in new territory, folks. Wrestling has changed forever. So, I shook his hand and all that. The fans didn't buy it. They didn't buy my character acting like that. They didn't buy Hogan beating me. I never bought anything from Triple H. I didn't buy, I wasn't even watching, but now I've watched back him in Evolution. He's like, I'm Ric Flair. Don't buy that. No. Nerd. Never bought him as like, he's ruthless. Never, no.
Again, and I said it last week, his work never transferred what he was portraying.
He's simulating.
He was so plotting. He was like Harley Race in the ring. But you're talking about being, an assassin, and and you're just.
Harley's a kind of assassin, but it's not like.
Yeah, in the Old West.
He and Punk are the simulators. They're
Does Triple
simulators.
H have any 5-star matches?
Who?
I mean, he won wrestler. He won wrestler of the year.
Triple H.
Uh,
Benoit. I think the WrestleMania 2000 main event was. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I might be wrong about that.
I think
I
he
for-
got 4.
I forgot
and-
Dave's been so stingy on the WWE 5 stars.
When you type in wrestler of the year Triple H, it says people also ask, is Triple H one of the greatest wrestlers of all time? Are we just pulling from his own search history? Is Triple H in the Wrestling Hall of Fame? What
All right.
Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Is Paul Levesque.
Does Triple H own WWE? Are we for real?
4.75 is his best.
Yeah, I'm
Who-
looking at the list right now, and I don't see him
Who
yet.
is searching that? Does Triple H own the WWE?
And is that the Undertaker match?
Yeah, it is.
That is Dave's, yeah.
Yeah, Dave likes those shit matches.
I mean, this last WrestleMania match with no heat up until the run-ins. Greatest of all time. Greatest main event of all time.
Wow.
Greatest
That's
mania main
ridiculously
event of all
dumb.
time. Better than Benoit and his boy.
I'd rather watch Brett and Yoko.
Me
Look,
too.
that was great. Mr. Perfect is the referee.
Oh,
was
I'm
that the
talking
other one?
9. I'm talking 9.
Oh,
Okay, you could
oh,
think
wow.
10. That's how low I'm going. Is I'm saying I'll watch that.
You know what though? 9 sets up the story for 10, so it's
Mhm.
kind of like, the trilogy.
I don't know.
Brett is the Luke Skywalker of the WWE cinematic.
I mean,
universe.
Brett might be Han Solo because he fucks. Luke never fucks.
That's true.
Would Brett fuck his sister?
So him losing
that
to
was good.
Yokes is him getting frozen in the carbonite,
Yes.
and then 10 is what's the third movie?
Brett would kill to do
Escape from the Jedi. What's the third Star
Yeah.
Wars movie?
Return of the Jedi.
I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be
No,
Escape
Luke-
from the Jedi.
Oh, it is Return of the Jedi. That's right. What's the second one?
Empire Strikes Back.
That's
Empire Strikes the Jedi.
Thank you. I'm
I'm
not having a good one.
Brett would kill to have when Han Solo goes. She goes, I love you. He goes, I know. And Han Solo goes, I know. Brett wants to have that scene.
Thumbs in the belt loops.
I know.
Man, if I was, what would be like if I was a nerd, I would love to have someone commission like a Bret Hart X Han Solo picture.
So does that mean Jim the Anvil is Chewbacca?
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Who's Jabba?
Shit.
Vince?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do Mabel and Brett feud? No.
Duke the Dumpster Josie?
I don't know. Move
I don't
on.
think he had that much. Ron Simmons?
No. Is Sonny Leia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That checks some boxes.
Rosie in Newark.
Yeah, that's true. I love you. I know. It's definitely not Julie. You know that much.
Oh, sunny days, man! We're loring it all together. We are building the lore. We've done it.
You called it. You said WrestleMania 9 was the beginning of a trilogy.
Yeah, I did.
You've been the brain of a modern fan has wormed its way. We've all, what is it, the Borg?
Look,
We're all
9 was
slowly
my
being
most
assimilated.
rented. I love 9. That was my most rented tape as a kid. I
Yeah.
was all about that one.
That was the first one I saw live.
It was the venue I thought was cool as hell. There was something about the daytime. I was a big Tatanka guy.
I was pumped because I'd never seen Hogan before.
Yeah, me either.
Because I started in summer of '92 and he was gone.
And I thought Brett got fucked, but I thought it was cool that like Hulk was like, "Hey, we got to right this wrong."
Yeah. I wasn't smart. I wasn't smart yet.
No.
I wish I could have felt.
Now let's go through
otherwise.
everybody down WrestleMania 9 and where were they when they saw the towers fall? Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Look,
Some were
Tatanka's
dead.
got opinions.
Tatanka.
For sure.
Okay, Tatanka, yeah, where was he?
In a North Carolina trailer park, probably.
Okay.
Sean was asleep
Texas.
on the couch in San Antonio while his son was playing on top of his comatose body.
Oh god.
Sean has a son that young?
September of 01. That's like his dark years. When he
Oh,
fucked up.
Why was I thinking? Never mind. I was thinking the date of WrestleMania 9.
Well,
I'm-
Charles Wright wrestled in a dark match, strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Tito Santana, probably on a plane traveling or a car traveling.
I
his
think
next
he
show.
was. I think he was at one of the planes that aborted.
Yeah. Oh no.
Who was?
Tito Santana.
Oh.
They had to bail on the plan.
Scott Hall, 2001.
He was with Sean.
He'd have been down in Florida. Yeah, just drinking.
Oh, was that what was like the
No.
restaurant bar you stayed up? Was it Chili's or?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we know Crush was in Hawaii.
And there were some of those WWA shows in 01. I'm just trying to think of where some of those guys worked.
Puerto Rico?
Maybe.
Who was in Puerto Rico?
Who was?
Oh, no.
Who was in Puerto Rico?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who was in
Oh.
Puerto Rico on 9/11 out of this list?
Let's say look.
So WrestleMania Niners.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah, that's fair. Was John Gonzalez still alive?
Bob Backlund was high as a kite in DC, watching in horror.
From a trap house.
And he was like, "I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm in DC. I'm
He
running
was
for president.
talking about when
I'm
he
running
used
for
to-
president."
He knows about the tunnel system because he worked New York.
Doink the Clown. I mean, he was dead, right? There's no way.
Born
Matt
back,
Barber?
not too long ago.
2013. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
I mean, I don't think he was well or in a position of like anything glamorous.
You know
What
what we
was
could
Lex
be doing,
Luger
and we're not.
doing? What was
You know what
Lex
we're
Luger
doing?
Killing Liz.
Luger. Why am I not just typing these wrestlers in and just putting 9/11 in?
Well, why? That's not going to bring up what you think it is.
You know what the thing is? I
No.
think it would just pull up every interview that they did. They're
Why-
like,
why
"You
isn't
want to
there
know what I
like
was doing? You want to know what I was doing on 9/11?"
We need like a
Bob
YouTube
Backlund.
API where we can filter
9/11.
wrestlers plus topic. And
Oh, it was a well.
I'm
no.
striking out.
Why is that?
why am I googling Bob Backlund 9/11? It's not gonna help.
I'm doing it too. Nothing came up. God damn it. Tatanka 9/11. What?
Wait,
When you type in Tatanka 9/11, it comes up as Transportation Security Administration.
no, I'm just wondering. I keep getting a Nitro on 9/11. Oh, that's 95. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah,
Should I
no,
be
you're not
Googling
getting any
9/11?
results. No, just.
Should I be Googling 9/11 this much?
You're fine. Search for ammonium nitrate.
I know. I just typed in pro wrestlers on 9/11.
Oh,
It's just-
Bret Hart's debut was on 9/11, 1984.
Matt Hardy's reaction.
Did you find one?
Well, Matt Hardy was in the locker room. Continue without supporting us. Vince is a fearless human being. He wasn't afraid of stuff. Okay.
Oh, there's Bradshaw's comments.
He liked it.
What a time to be alive.
It's been a couple of years now. It's been a couple of years now, and I still haven't really gotten another chance at being a baby face, and I may never. It doesn't bother me though. That's the bothering alert.
My hardware is
But
fucking on me.
but he goes. You know, there was one other guy who never was a good had a decent good guy run, and that's Ric Flair.
And he's wrong about that.
Yeah, he
This
is.
89, Flair was a babyface.
A flare for the gold.
Yeah. 93. Yeah, fucking yeah, that Vader main event. Come on.
Right.
He says all he ever wanted to be was Ric Flair. He was awesome. And he'd watch Ric Flair with his dad. And he just, by the way, I just thought everything about him was awesome. Got a twofer. Rick joined WWE in 2002.
What was the other one? Oh, mind-boggling.
I always thought he was awesome. Yeah. Why doesn't Miz and Triple H get along? They thought they were awesome. Rick joined WWE in 2002. He was insecure and self-conscious.
Guess you watching TV?
No, sorry. I was trying to tab to the YouTube window because I thought I found something, and then something started autoplaying, and it's just I was very unprofessional. And
Bob Backlund taking flight lessons. I have the solution. We stop the planes with other planes.
Imagine Bob Backlund stopping one of the hijackers by putting him into a chicken wing.
Yeah. So Ric Flair's insecure and self-conscious. It was all a tribute to how big of a moron Eric Bischoff was in the business. He took people who love this business more than anything, guys like Rick and Arn, and made them absolutely hate it. And I wrote, "Now do Vince." So he's talking to Rick, and he wants to talk to him about whatever Rick wants to talk about. That's what he says. I was like, what, his dick? Like, what does Ric Flair talk about with the boys? His dick.
Yeah,
I can't.
stories about his.
I can't imagine those two having anything in common.
He's not talking about working out.
Yeah.
He's not talking about investments. He's talking about his dick and how drunk he wants to get.
I mean, I'm sure Flair puts it up with it for 2 or 3 hours a day, and then he fucking splits. Go hang out with Randy Orton and hit up some bars.
Yeah, I don't know why this just popped in my mind. Has Ric Flair ever seen Brett's Lonesome Dove? I don't know why that popped in my head.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if you.
I'm just trying to think of like TV shows or movies that Rick would talk about with somebody, being like, "You seen this?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Has he ever been like caught that Lonesome Dove on TNT?" Pretty good.
Has Rick watched The Sopranos? Can we get me and Rick to buddy cop it?
No, I feel
I
like
don't think Rick has. Rick acts like he has, but he hasn't seen the frame.
I don't. Yeah, he strikes me as like Triple H. They're probably just the guys who follow sports scores. They don't really know the game, but they follow the scores, and that's their point of reference for anything. Because Rick fucking wears everybody's jersey.
Yeah.
Rick's like everybody's spokesman.
Yes. Somebody scores a touchdown. He goes, "That's great, brother. That's great. Way to go."
He's in the locker room talking everybody up.
Yeah.
So he wants to build new talent. Like Sean did with DX. You know, all the stars from DX. X-Pac, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, China, Rick Rude. Where was he? Oh, he was dead.
Didn't Gewurz write that in his book, China?
Yes, he did. I thought you were saying
Russo's voice.
Didn't Gewurz write that Rick Rude was dead and didn't see 9/11? I thought that's what you were saying.
Footnote alert. 9/11 was an inside job that was perpetuated by the
Yes.
Saudi government in conjunction with the Illuminati.
Footnote: Rick Rude died on April 20th, 1999, never having known the heartbreak of a country torn asunder. Okay, so Sean did with DX. We could take a group of young guys and let them get a rub off established stars. I first talked to Vince and Steph, and I wrote Steph. Let me pass this by you guys. My girl, my future father-in-law, my girlfriend. They're like,
Rubs
yeah,
on
we're into it.
established stars.
We're into it. Rick was interested in the idea. I love this. He goes kayfabe all of a sudden. We started looking at different guys to figure out who we were going to include in this group. We looked at everyone who was in the company at the time. He and I scouted each guy, watching them every night, examining their every move, studying them as we decided who we wanted to do this with. This is all very stupid.
You think this is kayfabe?
They're scouting. They're like watching tape.
I could see him saying it that way. Yeah.
Come on, they
If
knew.
this angle is like his baby, he's gonna take it super serious like that. I mean, it's a joke.
He already has Steph feeding him the OVW reports. He knows who's the.
Okay. He doesn't talk about Ginger Act, does he?
No, he does
He
not.
didn't want it as much as Orton, probably.
And did they not film? Did they not film with Jindrak? Like,
yeah,
he was
They
in.
did, yeah. There's videos out there.
We chose the two guys we thought could do it: Randy Orton and Dave Batista. And what he wants at the end of the day are guys who would ask a lot of questions, who really wanted it.
Ugh, that car ride's got to be insufferable.
You know, okay.
Who's gonna ask me about the psychology last night when no one's
Randy's checked out. Yeah, Batista is. What is Batista thinking about? Do I just have to get through this?
He's just sexting, one of the women. While he's just giving lip service to Triple H driving.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Yeah, hell of a babyface comeback, and he's taking a picture of his dick.
Can we agree? I'm thinking about right now Batista when he was like, "Give me what you remember that angle he did where his give me what I want," and he dragged Ric Flair around. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Vaguely.
And he wants to match with Triple H, his last match or whatever, you know. Why is he such a magnetic performer? Like, why is Triple H always with these feuds? Mick Foley. I'd say even Randy Orton, and that's close, but it's Triple H is never as magnetic or as he's always been like the guy below the guy. He's just But in his mind, he's like, I'm Triple H. He has everybody doing the pedigrees. But it's just like, come on. When we were all watching, it was like, DX, meh.
You know what it feels like? What Triple H is? It's like what I was to the junior varsity team in hockey in high school. Where, freshman year we had all the great freshmen. And then sophomore year, they went to the varsity team. And I stayed on the junior varsity team. And I was like the veteran, and I was the number one guy on the team. But that was only because I wasn't good enough to go do something else. Which is what Triple H was. If Blade Trinity would have taken off, he would have done that.
Oh, Dave was going like, I want to know who Dave's Hollywood contacts are. He's like, Triple H is getting some pretty good buzz for being a good worker, a hard worker, not Rock levels where they think he's going to be like a big star, but he could maybe have a career. It's like,
take direction.
As what? As a character actor? Like, what are we talking about, Dave?
Didn't he do like a comedy or something for like WWE films?
Well, The Chaperone, if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, it is.
If you've never seen it, it's bad that you haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't know how to put it. You need to see it.
First we do Sopranos, then we do Lost.
There's some great character actors in it.
Yeah, no, I'm not opposed. I'm along for the ride.
They're both about organized crime, so they're linked.
Oh, there's a. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not quite a trilogy.
Paul says Rick and he shared a lot of the same philosophies about the business and a lot of the things outside of the business. I just wrote question marks. What are you talking about?
Rick's Republican politics.
There were no struggles there. Okay. Chapter 16. Well, yes.
No, I just would double down in that if Triple H hasn't heard of Ayn Rand, if
Do you
he
think Ric Flair's gonna load of this?
no, if he got turned on to her, he would be all in on it.
Triple H favorite books.
He'd be going to objectivist meetings and heading up to.
I think him and Glenn Jacobs have had conversations. There's no
Yeah.
way he doesn't.
He strikes me as a.
He's a guy like Pat Buchanan, right? Wasn't he a New Hampshire guy too?
Yeah, good point. Rugged individualism.
Yeah. Reform Party.
All right,
I typed in Triple H favorite books, and I'm not finding anything.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I bet if it's probably all been scrubbed if it was ever there.
Well, we might find out in my magazine Cachet. Some
Oh.
kayfabe answer from back in the day.
All right.
Training your chest and biceps, chapter 16. Well, you know how he said that
they're both pushing exercises.
yeah, triceps and shoulder, and you work all in one session. Well, the exact opposite is true for chest and biceps. Don't tear a pectoral muscle, he says. Too many chest exercises. Cody should have read this book. Who cares if you end up getting hurt because of it? That's what he's saying. Like, why you do like overworking your chest?
Mm-hmm.
Flat bench barbell press, incline bench barbell press, flat bench dumbbell fly, standing cable crossover. More stupid pictures.
That's what gives your
exercises.
chest that real ripped look.
And you gotta think about your chest getting big while you do it. You gotta be like, "Oh, my chest is getting big. I can feel the blood in my pecs." Barbell curl, concentration curl, preacher curl, hammer curl. Okay, the end. Chapter 17, Life with Steph, the final chapter. Once we started working together on the show, we were around each other a lot, just doing quote-unquote work stuff. Okay? At first. I think when you... Look, this is one thing I was nodding along with. I think when you meet the person you're going to fall in love with, there's a connection right away to a certain degree. A little bit of chemistry. That connection was there for us, but neither of us recognized it. Other people did. Other people would make comments. I know Vince mentioned something to Steph about it long before the thought entered either of our minds. I think her version is Linda mentioned something. I could be wrong.
I thought she said he like put his hand on her leg during a gimmick, and that's how she knew.
So he goes, "This is a big move."
We should listen to the Stern interview.
That's so fucking weird. I literally just YouTubed that and had it. I was like, have you listened to it? Because I haven't yet.
Not
Is
in
it her?
10 plus years.
Is it her explaining the relationship?
I don't know. She gives up a few things.
Should we pull it
is
up?
that the one where... Hold on, I don't want to be crass, but I'll have to confirm that before I speak out of school.
We don't have to play it now, but
Well, now I've put gum in my mouth. Okay, because I was expecting to watch a YouTube video.
I mean, it's like 30 minutes.
yeah.
Well, Oh yeah, 1 minute. 30
21 minutes.
Okay.
I could briefly move through it here. I know the beats.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll eat another piece of gum.
Plus, I like oh my god, Triple H's fucking hat in the beginning here is. Hang
Is
on.
it the like Kanga hat, the leather one?
No,
Oh, they do the interview together?
no. But they show stock footage of him.
Mm-hmm. And Howard's going, oh, yeah.
Okay, you got that? All right.
Take him a long time to get into your pants. Does he really have to prove himself to you before
Howard.
you just get crazy right away?
Well, it took us a long time to get together.
Right. You got
So
together
when
that
we
first time.
finally
What is that?
did get together,
Was it good?
What the fuck?
It's Django.
yeah,
Hard.
when I like it hard,
Yeah. Sometimes soft.
right?
You like it hard and soft?
She's so uncomfortable. Bring me back to the E channel.
Honestly, those were really the highlights.
No, come on. There's got to be something else in here.
I don't really.
Triple H tried to give you anal.
Wait, hang on. Is this noise? Is this the farting or the queefing?
That's farting.
Yeah, no, there's really
That's spotting.
the highlights. So that's your. Oh, hang on, we got China stuff going on here. This will be interesting.
It's Robin going, was he dating a
You want to hear what
China?
China had to say on the show?
Well, no, but I guess I'm going to hear it anyway.
Yeah, hear it anyway. Here we go. Is it hard for you going to work and seeing the two of them in love and you had to be there around them?
You know what, Howard? It broke my heart every day. It was like a dagger in my stomach.
Are you mad at Stephanie McMahon for doing that to you?
You know, I think that she had a real opportunity to come into a billion-dollar company and as a woman, gain some real respect and do something good in this male-dominated world. And she really disappointed me as a woman, with that type of unprofessional behavior.
If he's able to marry Stephanie McMahon, she's in a billionaire family. I mean, Vince is a
Yeah, but
billionaire.
you think he's sitting pretty, Howard?
Is he not?
Well, I don't know. If I were, none of those other guys have ever gone there because once you rope yourself into that family, that's a 24-hour job for him now. So be very careful what you wish for.
So you're saying that if for any reason he pisses Stephanie off in real life, that's the end of his wrestling career?
He's going to be Mr. Kiss Ass from now on.
Wow.
Ha ha ha.
There it is.
Oh.
Ha ha ha, she says. What do you think of that?
Oh, she was just telling you how she felt.
Wow. You won't badmouth.
Very,
I didn't
very.
mean
You have the man. So who needs to even get
Look, a
into it?
McMahon that
Would you
knows how to
fight
do
her?
PR.
Would I fight her?
Yes.
If she picked the fight with me, sure.
You would.
You think you could take China?
I didn't say I think I could take her.
After
But
that Joey
if she came at me,
Buttafuoco fight.
right? If she
Yeah,
came
I
at me,
think
I'd
I
have
could
to
take her.
defend myself.
Yeah, you would defend yourself in a fight. Let's take a couple of phones.
Yeah, there's a universe.
Oh, man. Very.
Chappelle.
That Foucault reference.
That China stuff, that's how that means she really did not see Triple H for who he, as a grasper. You're in the company now. Oh, you have to just, wrestling's your whole life now.
It
I hope
couldn't
you're
be
ready
more
for that.
different. First of all, she's dead. But second of all, he outlasted
That is
Steph.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah, where it's like, yeah, the guy is he's on WrestleMania going, yes, this is my show now. Yes, pop for me, the Paul Levesque era. China's going, are you sure you want people to call it the Paul Levesque era? You'll have to always be around Vince talking about wrestling. And that's apparently your whole rep is that you won't shut the fuck up about wrestling.
He's got
Is
ideas
Paul-
for Karrion Kross that he's got to get out, though.
Yes. Vince, what if we have blue light for Sankara?
Acom and Razor.
Get it?
I hired Paul. Did we have footage of Vince realizing Paul Ellering's back on the payroll? And he's like, what the
Precious
fuck?
Paul.
He's managing AOP. Who's AOP?
I could see that happening.
Didn't he fire Paul? Paul Ellering was somebody that got brought back again. Didn't he?
Yeah, there's
AOP
always Paul doesn't like to travel or something.
Yeah.
I think that was bullshit.
Well, Paul says here, like they were saying, oh, his career's over. Well, this is how Paul sees it as well. You're either working at WWE or you're not working. Truly fed-pilled.
Yeah.
So he's saying all this is going on.
If TKO shifted him over to the UFC side, he'd go like a bitch and wouldn't ask twice.
Yeah.
Yes, he'd be like, I guess I have to learn MMA now.
Yeah. And
So hypothetically, if Triple H gets cut from the WWE for some reason, let's say 2001, 2002, he's basically saying he just gives up, retires.
Nope, doesn't
If you
go.
wanted it big enough, wouldn't you go to Japan? Like, wouldn't you like?
No.
He'd have been the top gaijin in the
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah,
That's
Triple H
interesting.
versus like Kobashi. Triple H.
He's
Misawa.
going to start up his gyms.
Yeah, doing neck rolls.
You're thinking more of a Ryback post career, or like the Warrior post career, where you do a couple indies for like an absurd amount, but you're really not working.
Like Portugal, and you get
He's debating to move to LA for a pilot season. He's going to audition.
Did you see me in Pacific Blue? Was that the show?
Probably.
Maybe.
That's the one that was on Sundays, and they.
Yeah.
It wasn't Silk Stockings.
No, that was Mondays.
Yes, it was.
So he says, with all this to consider, him and Steph, all this stuff, it took us a long time to get together. And I was like, yeah, you're kind of leaving out that whole relationship you were in. That also was a hurdle. So they go to Vince. Vince approves. Then he comes back and goes, actually, I don't approve. This won't work out. You two cannot do this. He took it away. He's kind of annoyed that other wrestlers, agents, everybody shared their thoughts on what should happen with Steph and me. And I wrote, those gossipy bitches. Hens. There's a lot of politics in our business. Vince hates the word politics, but that's what it is. During my early days on the independent scene, I was told there's a gun to your head every day in this business. It's up to you not to put the bullets in.
Did he even spend a year on the independent scene? Like he was like a journeyman guy who worked like he's like a
I know.
bean type or something.
I know. He got hired in year one, and he had to lie about it. He's like, I've been working for 5. They were like, 5? He's like, 1.
It's like a gun to your head.
Doing a Salem, Massachusetts high school gym for 6 months. NWC.
Working tags with Perry Saturn.
Who looks like China, and he's confused.
Who would have told him that? Maybe like
According
Bob
to
Orton
Dave.
Jr. I don't know, who'd be working in Indy in the early 90s. And they would have imparted this. Maybe Terry Taylor told him that.
Yeah.
He was training him in the power plant.
Terry Taylor goes, don't give anybody any ammo to kill your career with.
Now, one of your observers mentioned Terry Taylor, didn't it? We didn't really get into what they talk about. Was there anything of note?
Oh, let's see. Oh, that Mark Madden was originally going to be the writer, and Dave thinks that's very funny because he's fat.
I see that one.
Oh, that's pretty funny. You should clip that and tweet it, Adam. God damn it, I'm fine.
That's the Mark Madden alert.
It's the
silence.
That Triple H did the commentary for Mr. Olympia bodybuilding pay-per-view.
Yes.
That Stephanie gave Triple H life-size posters of Olympia winners for his birthday or as a present. Can you imagine buying that for your significant other? He loves bodybuilding. I'm going to buy these life-size posters of former winners.
I don't know.
If they're honest and like I don't know. There's kind of like something sweet about that. You know what I mean? Like, who are we to judge what their interests are? And it's not like they're honest with each other. And I think there's something to be said about that. Look, I'm being positive.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Would my wife buy? I don't know what I'm into. But then where does he put those? Probably in his weight room, right? So he can stare at them and go, "Oh yeah." Just
Yeah, like
that.
what's your wife got? Like a Brian Wilson poster, like framed pet sounds, or
I wouldn't even know who he was. I don't know what he looks like.
I mean, it could be Mike Love up there.
I definitely don't know who that is. I don't know who anybody is until you're like, this guy, and you're pointing as a picture with the name underneath, and you're like, this, him. Let's see, what else I got? Yeah, no, it's just the same. Batista. Big news, Triple H, Kane.
I found the Terry Taylor one. It was the Survivor Series 02 when Lesnar lost the title, saying Terry Taylor was a big proponent of the switch.
Yeah.
And Triple H suggested Shawn win the Chamber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which Dave is like, okay, so how does that help the company? And then he buries Shawn's look in that chamber, which rightfully so.
Oh, that's that 70s show?
Yeah.
And he says an outfit that makes him look like an aging ballerina.
Yeah. Don't these people have? Don't they have
no,
wardrobe?
he did have a known problem that night.
Come here, Peanut.
He also talks about Triple H getting interviewed by ESPN during this time, and they're like, "Hey, what about steroids?" And he's like,
I didn't see that one.
He also calls Triple H on his return. He writes, "Freakishly big."
I love Dave.
Looking very big, very concerning. So there's a lot of politics in his business. 10 months into it, Vince gave us the green light for good this time. Now here he goes. He goes, okay, so there used to be guys that were in my corner. You're the hardest working guy in the business, they'd say. Or, the shit you're doing right now is the greatest thing in the entire industry. Who's this person, Sean? Who's saying that to Triple H? The shit you're doing right now is the greatest thing in the entire industry.
Might be Rick blowing smoke up his ass because Rick's kind of politicking.
Also, at what point, like, there's no other industry, it's just them. What's he comparing it to? So Rick feels okay saying that because he's like, well, there's no other promotions.
So that'd be right. That would be 02. So that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm saying Rick goes, well, now I can't lie because.
And who 2 years ago? Yeah, were.
These people were now saying I had no talent, no ability, and the only reason I was in the top spot at all is because I was banging the boss's daughter.
I bet it's Billy Gunn, and I remember he was feuding with them around this time.
The shit you're doing right now is the greatest thing in the industry. Who's saying that to
Road Dogg and Billy Gunn? Remember they did that whole shoot where they talked shit about him.
Hickenbottom.
And that would be a change from 2000 to 2002.
Are we playing a shoot from Billy Gunn and Road Dogg? This kind of bullshit pissed me off.
Clearly.
But it never ruined my life or anything like that. I got over it quickly. And now I'm writing about it in a book.
Triple H word alert. Namby-pamby.
Where do you see? Where's that one?
Yeah, it's the next paragraph for what you just finished.
Sean was. Oh, yes. because he goes, I've seen this before. It was when Shawn was champion. He was the greatest wrestler ever. Then when he became champion, nobody liked him. They turned on him. Shawn Michaels sucks. He's a namby-pamby champion. He's a sissy. It was unbelievable how hard they turned on him. And it bothered Shawn. It ate Shawn alive. I feel like this is just like to Brett. He couldn't deal with these pathetic, jealous nobodies. And eventually, I believe, that was a big part of what started Shawn down the road of personal problems that plagued him over the years. And I wrote, thanks, Brett. Thank you.
Wow.
That's on you, buddy.
That's
You're jealous much? You ruined Shawn's life with your jealousy, Brett. You thought he was great until he was champion.
Remember when they flew him out to wherever they were, Wales, for Clash at the Castle? Had him sitting there observing.
Yes. And then he buried it. He was like, it was great.
These assholes slapping their legs.
Yeah.
Look so phony.
Man,
Drew McIntyre trying to work his ass off to impress Brett, who might have not even been sitting at that point. He might have been.
He had his eyes on a blonde 6 rows back.
Yeah.
From Altoona.
Is that a Fräulein? Yeah, is that a Fräulein?
He's trying to fill some holes in the Albert Hall.
And then as Drew hits his claymore and he slaps his leg to hit the claymore, he looks over and Brett is texting. He's not even. When Shawn became champion, business wasn't stellar, so people said it was his fault. None of that was fair. They're all lies rooted in envy. Not only was Shawn a great champion at that time, he's one of the greatest of all time.
There was a hot take on Twitter today of people saying Shawn's not in the top 500.
what?
Of the older heads on Twitter, like the old DVD VR crowd.
Yeah.
Like the wrestling
That's
hipsters.
insane. That is just.
Yeah.
I don't have the time nor the inclination to throw other wrestlers from other countries into my top 100. Maybe a few. Come on now.
You're not going to put El Canek? He's got that
No.
for Andre.
You know how many people
What?
Blue Demon drew to Arena, Mexico?
When people are like, oh man, Bryan Danielson, Blue Panther, I'm like,
Carl Gotch.
doesn't mean anything to me. Excited that John Moxley's the IWGP
What
champion.
a dead territory New Japan is.
It
feels ice
Shots
cold.
fired.
The Yun is weak.
I mean, I felt that way before this. I mean, Naito in 2024, you're like 5 years past the boat on that.
COVID killed it.
Mm-hmm.
They need to give Paul a run. Can you imagine Paul being the IWGP champion right now?
He taped up the knees again.
He's constantly concerned about his heart.
Why did he tape the knees so much?
Because of the quad.
I feel like he always did it, though. Both knees.
I don't
He was
remember.
definitely a guy who looked like he couldn't even bend his knees from how much he taped them up.
That's true. He just has to lift them into the knee slap.
Right.
There are
He
still
does
some
move. He does move like a figure. The joints move,
He
but there's
does.
not much
Yeah, he does.
flexibility.
He does. Elbows always.
His arms never touch the sides.
You know that when he's selling, he's like, "This is some Ric Flair shit over here." It's fine.
Look at that! I jumped out over the ropes and did a flip.
Yeah. And
It's
it's
like
like,
Harley Race.
he's making faces. Ooh.
I'm blading. Just
and
like
he's
Jack
going,
Briscoe.
and he's going. Yeah, he doesn't cover it in the book. That Triple H is the king of the
Yeah.
horse honk shoe with the blood. Well, like no one else, but it's always like.
He did like a 5-minute long Indian deathlock spot. Like, why was that okay?
Because Dory Funk Jr. did it in 1972.
When's when's Dairy Flunk going to get his flowers? I ask you.
He's a trainer to the stars.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dairy Flunk. Well,
conservatory.
look, you're not known until you're on Twitter getting your flowers. Not until Jobber Nation says Dairy Flunk. God bless you. There are still some guys in our business who hate me over this. Over what? He just says hate me over this.
Over
Or
my
just-
success.
Just yeah, over being me. Or who think I'm a horrible person. That's fine. That's their opinion. I know that for every one of those people, there's at least one guy that I've helped or I get along with great that I've worked with. And if you ask any of those guys if I'm this selfish, pompous prick, they would tell you, you're nuts. And if you still don't believe it, and you still think I'm this big jerk, well, then you can just kiss my ass. Because I don't know what else I could say about it. I like this because I also use this. Because there are people that are not fans of Wilson. And I go, oh, you're not a fan of me? Well, talk to one of my best friends. And they'll tell you I'm actually a pretty good guy.
I got a real weird one going on right now like that.
Is that the whole you having to buy chicken situation? Did I understand that correctly?
Having to buy chicken.
For the guy you talked about on the crew with the workout stuff?
Oh, no, fuck that. That just annoys me to think about.
Okay.
No. You know how much I love The Sopranos, okay?
Yeah, right.
Josh, the movie guy, right? I do the
Right.
show with.
Mm-hmm.
And my coworker, Mike. And there's this third guy, Todd. He's Josh's uncle. And we were all in rehab together. And me and Todd got along good then, I thought. Those three meet up to watch The Sopranos at Todd's house. Why would I not get invited to that? Because it's
Interesting.
Todd's house. It's Todd. He's got a thing for me.
You think it's Todd?
Yeah.
Well, with a name
But
like
I just
that,
let it go because I'm like Triple H. They could ask Mike or Josh, and I'm a cool guy.
I would.
But I am.
I would. I would. Who's Josh? I would be bringing up every time you record with Josh. If it was me, I'd be like, well, that's like that one time in Sopranos. But who can remember? Because I can't rewatch it. I'm not allowed in the house. The house where I thought we were all in recovery. We're not supporting each other anymore. Well, okay. What's Todd's name? Oh, and a name like Todd.
1 D or 2 Ds?
2 Ds. Again, I don't know
For
what
a
Fallout
doubly
was.
droll.
Todd.
I don't know.
Todd.
It might be
Todd
because I didn't appreciate his new motorcycle he came over to show us one time.
I wouldn't appreciate that either.
But did you actively disparage
Well,
it?
now-
or were you
well,
just
now
like,
when he
"Whatever,
listens
it's
to
a
this, it's
motorcycle."
I
Oh.
cannot fake enthusiasm for a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I can't fake enthusiasm.
I don't
for
know what I'm
anything.
looking at.
Right.
I'm sure it goes very fast.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's great. Like
There's somebody that I know that's like an acquaintance. I won't say friend.
You're gonna chrome out the forks.
what if
He's very into trucks, and so I was like, yeah, vroom vroom, vroom vroom, and he took offense that I was like, yeah, you're into trucks, vroom vroom. And so that's you. You're just say, yeah, you look and you go, hey, look at this motorcycle. You go, yeah, vroom, vroom, ring, 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 ring. You go fast. You do get the bars up there. And so this is when I talk to people and I'm doing that and I'm going like, hey, yeah, this is you. They're like, oh, this guy doesn't like, he's being an asshole right now. I think it's funny. I think it's great. Not so much for other people. So I think that's where Triple H is. Maybe Triple H is us.
Maybe.
He's saying, yeah, look at that. That move is stupid. And the person's like, I'm just trying to.
Well, Triple
Do
H is
something.
an empty vessel that we all can project on.
That's true.
I bet Triple H would love to play Warhammer.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What's Warhammer?
It's the miniatures.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Risk game, but with like a whole battlefield full of little warriors, and it's medieval.
Are there skulls and swords?
All that stuff,
yeah.
and beasts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd like that.
Yeah.
Would he like to play a hand of go fish with me? Sitting by the shore while we actually fish. That's fun.
Think you ever did that at Cape Cod?
Yeah. Just drinking milk.
Just eating the fish.
Deep fry. Oh man, God. Intake. Here's my milk intake. Oh, what's your milk intake?
2%.
Oh man, can you imagine getting an interview with Paul and asking him about his intake, and he's like pointing his nose. He's pointing at his nose and pointing at you. Intakes, brother. Remember when I was sitting down in Alabama? Do I? Thinking about what it meant to have a career-ending injury, and all that kept running through my mind was, I'm not done yet. There's still so much I want to accomplish. Those are in italics, so those are his thoughts.
Hang on, you skipped past the Stephanie thing.
What about it?
To me, one of the wonderful things about Steph and our relationship is the fact that the two of us don't only have each other, we also have the two families.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still have that? Is Linda around? Where's Linda?
I mean, they value family. Why did... Okay, so Stephanie McMahon left because she said she wasn't comfortable. She was stepping back. And... Oh, she didn't say it. She just said, I'm stepping back.
The first or second time?
I don't remember. But either time it was, I'm just stepping back. It's fine. And then now they're like, oh, well, she feels comfortable. She was nervous and this. And no one has asked, nervous about what? Why are you comfortable now? What happened? Who are you related to? What's going on with that? Have you read it? What do you think?
As a risk to a publicly traded company.
Well, now they're going private soon here. Very soon here. That'll be fun.
You think so?
Yeah, the one, Silver Lake that owns them said we're taking Endeavor private, and Endeavor owns TKO.
But no, but I read that doesn't mean that their TKO is going.
I assumed that
what I saw. No, I don't think that's true.
Well, let's get Dave, a financial wizard, on the case, and we'll soon have our answer. Paul would like you to know, do not let anything stop you from reaching your dreams. Visualize what you want to achieve. Set goals. Stop making excuses. Motivate yourself to accomplish anything you can imagine. Now get out there and do it. Acknowledgements. As a little boy, I had a dream. Just like Martin Luther King.
He was inspired in Birmingham.
And that was to be a wrestler. He didn't write that, but that's the dream. His parents supported him. My sister Lynn and her husband Gordon with their 2 children, Pete and Nisa, proved to me every day that they have been always behind me in my dream. The McMahons, Vince and Linda, thank you for building a domain that has offered me an opportunity to live a life I could never have dreamed of, and for making the best thing in my life, Steph.
You think Linda's still over at Thanksgiving?
I don't even know if the grandkids
Linda's
are allowed
coming up.
anymore.
We just got those. She was at Mania.
Was she now? Vince is gone, so
I didn't
she's...
send it to you. She's looking all pulled back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
For the boys. To Killer Kowalski. Thank you for breaking me in the right way. The old school way. Terry Taylor. You polished a rough stone and are a true friend. To Terry's family, my Atlanta family. Thank you for taking me in during all my fuck sessions. He doesn't write that last part, but that's... Remember in Atlanta, he was like, I can't work out. I'm fucking all the time. To the Nature Boy Ric Flair. You're a great friend. To the Click. Nash, Michael, Sean, Scott, Dash, Mark Calloway, Stephen Regal, Pat Patterson, Jack Lanza, Jared Briscoe, Arn Anderson, Kevin Dunn, JR, and the King. King doesn't get Jerry Lawler. Is JR and the King? They don't get Jim Ross and Jared. Okay.
I know.
You are the best at what you do. Thank you. To every this is a Brett thing. To every superstar, capital S. To every superstar to lace up the boots before me. Thank you for paving the way. And then, of course,
Our boy.
Brian Zagaritas.
The coolest guy in the world.
A big brother molding me like a big brother should. Back at that gym. Muscles in motion.
He showed him a form of love he'd never known.
No. And this is how you lift. This is how you lift. Charles Glass. Mike Watson. Okay. Does everybody else have this? And N3? Who's N3?
Wow, he's got Barry Bloom working for him?
Wait, hold on. We got to figure out who N3 is. N3 bodybuilding. N3 are fatty asses. Is he thinking?
I have the N3 single body pad.
I typed in N3 bodybuilding.
Is it a guy who's got 3 names that start with N?
N3 nickname bodybuilding? I'll type that in. Is he shouting out fatty acids because he was talking them up so much before?
Maybe like N3 Medical, is that like a rehab place or something?
The Nexorcist 3 commercial boxing trainer.
What nicknames do you give randomers at the gym?
I have no idea what this is. Something should have come up by now.
Tiny waist and huge back. My wife calls him Triangle Guy. Shredder. He's shredded. No homo. He's big and strong, handsome face. I don't. But he doesn't give a. First time he's going to step in the showers, I want to suck his dick. What is this? What thread? Reddit. One guy called the serpent because every single rep of any lift he did, he let out a real loud.
Okay, get off Reddit. Finish
Sweet
this thing.
tit. Oh boy, this guy. Sweet tits. There's a blonde girl with sweet tits. That guy's in jail. So yeah, N3, the letter N and then 3. He thanks this fatty. I don't know what he's. You are all the best at what you do. Yeah, behind the scenes, Barry Bloom and Company, baby. We still need to get a hold of Barry Bloom. By the way, looking through all the house shows and
You know
stuff
what?
like that,
I bet he's one of those guys who might do an interview with him. Because who's really asking for that? You know, it's like Jerry McDivitt's been gotten for interviews, and you wouldn't expect that either. But then you think about it, it's like, yeah, who's really asking?
True.
So That's on
But
you,
what are our questions, Barry? Why?
Just history of representing these carnival people. Stories about negotiating.
Yeah, take us through what a negotiation looks like. What are
You guys have good questions. I was going to be like, Barry, can you send me money?
Did Vince ever take a shit on the table and compare your client to that shit?
Oh, you could be like, oh, okay, well, oh boy, God, he's represented so many people. Like he represents the Young Buck. He represents Okada. Goldberg.
How easy are the Tony Khan negotiations?
If that was the case, Dolph Ziggler
Does he
would
give you more than you asked for?
I'm gonna look up what he. I have an idea of what he looks like because
is
of the
Tony
Andy
Khan
Kaufman.
a nice guy or is he a boss?
I've never looked him up either. Not Blooms.
Was Barry Bloom that was Jesse's guy too?
I don't think that's who it is. Yeah, Jesse was big into.
Who am I
I think
thinking
Jesse takes credit for bringing him into wrestling.
So I'd want to talk about that.
I'm thinking of a different guy.
I got him. I think.
Why is one of his pictures Fairbanks Center for Chinese Studies?
I don't know. You know what? I cannot get a straight picture on him.
Talking baseball with Barry Bloom. Well, he talked to this Padres guy, then he should talk to us.
I don't think that's who it is. I think that's a different.
Are there two Barry Blooms?
I think it's a kind of a common name. I see a ton of doctors. I mean, Bloom.
Maybe it's just one really accomplished guy.
Bloom is a pretty common Jewish name.
Okay.
And so is Barry. I don't know.
Hey, who did Danny DeVito play?
He's like-
Am I being like dumb?
Bob Zamuda. No, that's not who he played.
George Shapiro. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm being dumb. I always was like, that's Barry Bloom. Okay, wait, hold on. Barry. I'm gonna type in. You know who would have taken a picture with him? Goldberg. Barry. You guys, now you think it's so funny how I Google
Okay,
things.
is that... What is this? Yeah, okay, the picture of him and Jericho. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, you see it?
Oh, so Jericho's interviewed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
He shows up on like
Interesting.
random baseball podcasts and like.
No, that's a different guy.
Yeah, I think that's a different guy.
David McLean on X. Very excited to work with this guy. There he is. Interesting. He's kind of got the Donald. I'm not going to say anything.
The one with David McLean, yeah.
He's got a thing though. He looks. It's good. It's good stuff.
Actually, he kind of looks like a guy I work with.
So how do we contact Barry Bloom? Oh wait, we have to go to Mick Foley. Mick Foley has the address.
Yeah, do
He's
it.
like, yeah. What possibly like? What?
Come on, man! I got Sean Oliver.
Yeah, but we went in knowing that he would do it. We were like, he's doing it. If we do this book, he's doing it.
I do have the workout pictures in the back. Wonderful.
Oh,
and Gordon for always helping me get where I'm going in more ways than one. Okay. Okay, then here we go. Ready? What does it say on the front of this book? It says, with Robert Caprio, right? And we even read, and people were like, yeah, Robert Caprio. He's the ghostwriter. Yeah. Lucas, for your patience in writing the book with me. Who's Lucas? And he moves on. Stacy Pascarella. Everyone from WWE, top to bottom. And all right, Wendy, if you're listening, strap in. Thank you to the Seattle Seahawks and Kent Johnson. Special thanks for loaning us the use of the training facility. That's right. Triple H took all those derpy pictures in the Seattle Seahawks training facility.
Oh, Wendy's gonna be so excited.
Oh,
So whenever you look at those Seahawks training facility, you just know that Triple H was going, yeah! Wah! So he's like, well, I can't remember anybody. I'm traveling 10 hours to Helsinki, Finland, then going out all night with Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, wrestling a sold-out show, then taking a bumpy bus ride back to the hotel. And the deadline was yesterday. Sorry, Stacy. Again, the little boy who had a dream, and the people who allowed that dream to become a reality. We did it. Another book in the books. Another book in the books. Did you guys like that book?
It made for good fodder. We
Yeah.
learned some shit.
We had to dig deep on that one because he's not giving a lot.
Yeah.
but it's fun. You can get a lot out of a little, and
It's like reading The Stranger. It's like, oh, this is a pretty simple text. But when you tear it apart, it's so fucking dense.
Yeah. Whereas Brett or Larry Anderson are like, this is me. Here I am.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that was their goal when they were writing it. I think Brett's like, I'm cool. And Larry Anderson is like, no one stopped Larry Anderson was like, you come off like a sweaty coward. Like they were just like, yeah, there you go, wrestling stories. But like in the wrestling stories, he's going like, you're dating that guy? I wish I could fucking kill that guy so I could date you. And you're like, oh, this is weird. We still doing Steve's book next? Steve Kern?
Yeah, I'm down. We have not done a book that has really been in the territories. Other than Brett and Stampede, and that's not even a real territory.
You don't count Larry just floating around?
Yeah, but even the AWA is so fucking milquetoast. All it was a couple of fuck parties.
Yeah, I mean, he would tell you
Kern
about
worked,
it.
Memphis and Mid-South, and...
You think he's burning bridges? You think he's writing it all out and going like, fuck this guy?
I'm not... I just want a nice... I want to know what that life was like.
yeah, let's get with the backdrop. Let's get some of the characters. Like, remember there was like the crack smoking guy with the Foley thing.
I'm interested in see how you guys react to this book.
Just like when Cornette talks about, which places to stop, and this is what life was. You'd get a fucking motel room, and Bobby Eaton would take all the travel shampoos out.
Yeah, you're getting mad at the girlfriend because her weekend kids are ordering the soda. From Pop. Those little slices of life.
I'm not thrilled. I am not looking forward to this. If that's what the book is.
But I also want to do the JR's cookbook thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll make a meal each week and
after
eat
Steve,
it on the air.
After Steve, we are doing Al Snow, and we are doing every episode of The Wrestler.
Oh, absolutely.
It's happening. Yeah, and then we'll do the cookbooks. If you, I mean, then my
I
pick
can
is
just
done.
do the cookbook for 10 minutes. I'll grab it online.
You want to hear positive? I'll have my Hollywood thoughts.
I'm putting my pick is next after Steve, and it is Al Snow's book, and it is The Wrestler, and we're watching and we're doing commentary. We're doing 2 records a week. One's the commentary for each wrestler episode, and then the book. It's look, people can load it. Colin, you don't think Colin's loading up our commentary while he watches The Wrestler? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay. Anything else?
We got to pay rent.
Do we like Paul now?
No.
He's pretty inoffensive. I mean, ignoring all those.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he's devious, or do you think he's just kind of a guy he's kind of like Barry Lyndon, and she's like backdooring his way into success? What do you think?
I mean, I think he's a grasper. I don't know if he's. The way he presents himself is kind of like dumb. Like, I don't know. My gut says he knows about the rapes, alleged, but that he would be like, I don't
Come on,
know.
him and Steph were talking about that.
Well, that's part of it. If he was just a guy, you'd be like, he doesn't know. He's a dummy. He's a dummy. They're not even cluing him in.
Are the
But then he's
grandkids allowed to stay over at Grandpa's house unsupervised?
Can you imagine? It's almost like too real, like for somebody who lives a really boring life like me. Like to be in the moment of Triple H and Stephanie, and she's just got that icy glare telling Paul what her father did. And like, you know, the new parameters with the grandkids.
We're going to be served. We're going to be served a lawsuit. By the way, people also forget this. The guy, by the way, the guy with the bad review about like people should be lifting up the company. The company is part of the lawsuit.
I got to write that
The company itself is being
screenplay.
sued.
Oh yeah, no that's cinema right there. We're talking.
It's going to be like Spotlight, but it's going to be about Vince, not the Catholic Church.
Who I ask you, the Safdie brothers, who has the balls to write that screenplay of Vince just preying on people and all the stooges around? Clearly, he named them stooges. They're stooges.
There's got to be like a scene of Vince like in a confessional at some point, and like just that's like a 9 season.
Brian put in his book as a joke that he jokingly, not really, turned to a writer and was like, Vince should be in jail. This is weird. But it didn't happen. It's just a joke. He didn't say that. He just thought it. And
could you imagine?
Oh, Brian Grewitz chasing Vince down. I'm a writer. I love you. Remember me? Okay. So Steve's next, or if not the book next week, then like
we can do like easy like a magazine week if we need a buffer.
Yeah. Yep. I got a reading series. Yep. I've got the magazines. I've got them. We can read all of Vic Venom's thoughts.
I want to get into Kern's book. I was just showing the wife the Fabulous Ones video before we went on
fuck
today.
Yeah. That I saw that the other day. That is that's business right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me the sleeves. I'm so ready for it.
Alrighty.
Good.
Bye.